Welcome back. Specialized video real quick. What time is it? I got some time. Welcome back to the channel. It is Explicit FPV. It is a beautiful early low 70s day. No flying today. Windy as hell. Got my SD card. Gonna start working on our New England FPV compilation video, but I was thinking of something last night in one of the circumstances that had happened when I was flying, and where's my camera? I hate when I go like this and it's not there. There it is. All right. So, the fun when you fly, and one of the pros, the big pros, I mean, there's a lot of pros for the Insta 360 Go 2. And I came from the first one, and after using that and dealing with it, but it got me in the door, so to speak, of what I'm into and what I want out of a camera. And Insta, I think, is at the top of the list of some of the best cameras out. The SMO, which I guess wasn't really a super popular camera because they discontinued it, but I mean, it works really freaking well. The stabilization is great. There's not a lot of options, but it does its thing. It's lightweight. The only thing I think I would gripe about doing some of the crazy stuff I do in the woods is make it waterproof. Other than that, I love it. Anyway, so as anybody knows, when they fly, there are lots of fun things that happen that we don't anticipate or experience and didn't see coming. Whatever makes you yell the F word and get angry and kind of screw up your whole day. And a lot of those things you don't notice till the very end. Let me actually get the quad and I will demonstrate what happened and one of the cool things that this camera provides that I don't think any other camera out does. So I flew the other day at the range, one of my favorite videos I've done in a while. Here's the camera mount for it. Right as I was coming down in the rafters, I smacked the camera and this thing was pointing completely up like this and I didn't see it at all. I flew the whole freaking thing, came in, and I'm like, oh crap, I thought I bumped it midway through the flight. And I was like, son of a bitch, that's gonna screw up the footage. And then ding ding, the light went on, and I went, oh yeah, explicit. This thing can be you can change it. So if you have one of these, and I use my phone, I wirelessly throw it on my phone so I can review them, check them out, and then I plug my phone in using the Samsung Dex app thing, and then I drag them off. But while reviewing it, while it's in the phone in the sort of editor thing, reframe it. That's the word I was looking for. So yes, when I bumped the rafter right before I dropped down, it definitely kicked it up. And I noticed as soon as I came down and I started to go fly into a different direction that I couldn't see as much of the ground. So, all right, here's your shot. You know, this is what you see when you fly. After the hit, it was like this. There's my bald spot right there. And it was definitely apparent. So what you can do in the tip of the day is while you're watching the footage back on your phone, you can you pause it, you long press on the screen that you're watching, and then it creates a little check mark on your timeline. Keyframe, that's the word I was looking for. I was going to write that down, I almost forgot. So it creates a keyframe, and then you can actually, while holding down on the screen, you can kind of move where the image goes to. So while I was up like this, I hit, and then I was actually able to go like this and bring it back. Only 2 or 3 times you could see I was right at the bottom of the edge of where the sensor picks up. So you saw a little cut of where the screen or the sensor ends, but I was able to reframe it and get it back down to where it didn't look bad, and nobody noticed, nobody said anything. So it was a super kick-ass trick. And within that editor, there's all kinds of fun little things that you can do. If you already have a kind of idea of your edit, and there's certain spots, if you, let's say you fly a discipline pack and you want to cut this gap, you want to fly through that tree and do this, and let's say you want to do like a time shift thing through the trees, you can actually do that keyframe, and then that section you can actually time shift it, which basically speeds it up and kind of gives you that fast forward look to it. And then when you pick all the little things, and you can even cut some of the sections out already if you knew that there were some shitty sections or just filler sections from point A to point B, you can actually cut all of that out. And then when you download it to your phone, it's already that way. So when you throw it into your editor, you've already sort of started editing. With the SMO, it is the same thing. You can do that with the laptop editor. I'm assuming you can do it on the phone. I haven't messed with that with the phone. You can actually go in and do the little keyframes also. I was experimenting with that yesterday. I took an old file, the file where I just flew around with a new battery. Nobody wants to see more yard flights. Everyone's over that. But I was going up and down the road, and I played in the neighbor's trees a little bit, and then I keyframed, and then I did that time shift, which was really cool, and gave it a little bit smoother, kind of a fun look to it. And I'm going to experiment with that. So if I go really slow through the trees, I can kind of speed it up in a sense, giving you the shift in time, hence time shift. So I got a couple things I'm going to play with. If the weather holds out Saturday, we are looking at doing a cookout-ish type thing. Hopefully Gordon is still coming down this weekend. F and Chet will be here, some people from work. So we'll do some grilling, and hopefully beforehand we'll get out in the woods and do a little bit of a canopy crusading, as we call it now. So there's some cool things coming up. I'm pooped. I'm charging up batteries for that, so that will be all ready. I'm already prepping. Gonna start charging this up, get that a little closer to what it is. That's going out tomorrow midday for budget, big shout budget. And then hopefully this evening, what's today? Thursday? Crap. I don't even know the damn week went. Like I said, we're working on, I'm trying to, the way I want to introduce a bunch of the guys in the crew. And I waited a little bit to see who would kind of fade and who stayed in the picture, that kind of thing. And we're still growing. Land of Saints, still got to talk to him. I want him to join us. Like I said, we're going to get some clips. I'm going to put it together, do a fun little edit of all of us as kind of like a reintroduction of New England FPV and some of the members. So if you guys haven't seen or heard of them, hopefully you will, and follow them and join in our obnoxious fun that we have. But yes, if there's any more tricks that you would like to know about this badass camera, hit me up. Obviously, there's a ton of tutorials, and they're severely professional, much more professional than I am, and have, more statistics and information. But based on what I've experienced and used, this camera just kicks ass, and it's dead. So stay tuned for more fun. I hope this helps. Share your kind of little quirky, like Budget said the other day that he went to go fly and thought that his was, he took everything off it, so the memory was basically full, so he got about a minute's worth of footage from it and not the whole flight. Been there, done that. The first one, if you didn't take everything off of it right after you were done and download it, we had to download it to the app and then the app to the phone, so too many steps. But if you didn't do that, you ran out of footage quickly, and I found that thing overheated super quickly and stopped recording when it wanted to, so I had to customize all of the mounts for it so as much air could reach it as possible, so it didn't stop recording. There are some really kick-ass flights that you guys missed because the first one didn't get footage. But share your thoughts, share your experiences out flying, some of the quirky things that happen. Doesn't have to be about this camera, just some of the fun that goes on. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.